Hello friends, I hope all are doing well. Today I chosen the topic for my lecture is UAE and Sri Lanka relationship with the India. That topic very important and very interesting for all of us. I will cover this topic in three parts: introduction, main body, and conclusion. So let's start without delay. Introduction. First, we focused on the history because whenever we understand the history, that time clarify the conflict and the concept of any country. So that reason it is most important part of this topic. So let's see the history. First we focus on the UAE. That means the British ruled on the UAE before 1971 December 2. That means in the year of 1820 to 1971 December 2, that time British ruled on there. But in the year of 1968, that time created the financial crisis in the Britain. So that reason Britain think we need to give independence the country UAE, and they think that time they are on the finally 2 December 1971, that time UAE independence, and it is the history of the UAE. Let's move toward the Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka there has ruled by Portuguese, Dutch and British. That means there has simultaneously rules on the Sri Lanka. But finally in the year of 1948, that time Sri Lanka established. But before 1948, in the year of 1796 to 1948, those all year ruled by the British government, and they also focused on the trade there. So it is the history of the Sri Lanka. Let's see the history of the India. In India, in the year of 1947, that time India established, and before 1947 there has the ruled of the British for 115 years. That means the British ruled on the all countries, and whenever they ruled there, so that time pros and cons also there happened. Let's move toward the main body. In the main body, we just see the trade between the all countries, India and UAE. There has the trade approximately 100 billion US dollar. That means it's more much trade, and the trade has the ranking third number of the India. That means first number has the USA, second number has the China, and third number has the UAE. That means it is the more much trade. Let's see the export and import. Approximately 64 billion US dollar India export to the UAE, and remain billion US dollar India import from the UAE. Let's see the trade between the India and Sri Lanka. India in Sri Lanka there has a trade approximately 6 billion US dollar, but India export of 5 billion US dollar to the Sri Lanka, and India import from the Sri Lanka approximately 1 billion US dollar. So those are the trade between the both countries, and every country has a relationship depend on the trade. Let's see the exercise between the both countries. India and UAE there has the exercise a desert cyclone, and recent year, that means the previous year, there has the second phase completed. And let's see the exercise with the Sri Lanka Mitra Shakti. It is the military exercise India and the Sri Lanka. So those types of the military exercise both country held with the India, and it is most important for every person because we know about our defense forces. Let's see the trade between the both countries. But which trade? I am talking about the trade which are passed through the both countries. India and Sri Lanka, both country has between their Strait of Palk, and there every day one ship passed between both countries. So that reason it is most important, and we need to improve the relationship between the surrounding countries. It is most important. Let's move toward the conclusion. In the conclusion, I must here mention every country need to maintain the relationship with each other, because whenever we fight with any country, so that time we invest our time, and when we invest our time, that time we focused diverted in the different things. So that reason we not keep a focus, maintain focus on our goal. And every country has a goal boost their GDP, and every country has a goal boost their money and the honesty with the all words. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching that video. I hope this information very helpful for your upcoming examination. Thank you so much.